Hello, everyone. This is Grand Madam at Grand Madam Tarot. See you later. And I decided to let's get us all tuned up before we get started this morning. This tuning fork sounds at 528 hertz. That is the number for healing. Right now, I'm charging my amethyst with it for more clairvoyance and clarity. But I'm doing it for another reason too. First of all, I just got it last night. I'm starting my musical collection. What this is doing, it is generating, bringing about healing sounds. These healing sounds help with the chakras. It helps with your stress reduction. It helps with healing too. And it's also going to help with this card reading. Okay, let me put him over here now. One thing I did learn of just using this for the brief time I've had it, and that is just because you can't hear a sound does not mean it's not making a sound. That's freaky. Okay, but anyway, put the mallet over there. We are at the beginning of a full moon, another full moon eclipse. This full moon is in Gemini, but in conjunction with the moon is the planet Mars. Mars is known for its aggressiveness. Mars is known for its action. Mars is very forceful. The moon is very emotional. Luckily for us, the moon and Mars are both in Gemini, which is what? Very cerebral and very verbal. Now, I was looking at a chart online, and this is going to be for the United States. The chart was done in New York City, where it actually showed the moon and Mars are in conjunction. They're only minutes apart. No, for us, I'm talking space minutes, okay? They're not colliding or anything like that. No. But what is happening is, let's say, if the moon was a horse, Mars would be a rider and just making it gallop, 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 gallop. So, what does that mean for us? It means, according to this chart for the US, the moon and Mars in Gemini, in opposition to Sagittarius, ninth house, they're falling on the second and third house. It's almost an interception there. Falling in the second and third house of core values and family values. So what that means is there is going to be a lot of intense discussion and opportunities really to discover what our true values really are, especially when it comes to the relatives, siblings. What do you really believe in? Because the challenges will be arising for these kind of conversations they can erupt, but they can also be very enlightening, very informative and insightful. Okay? So be aware. It's not about being on the lookout, because they're going to come poof like that. And basically in politics, definitely on social media. What is that? Twitter, probably the Instagram and the YouTube too, the lives and things. There are going to be direct challenges to core values, the old ways versus the new ways, and let's see what you come up with, because the friction is already there. And what they're going to come up with, they're going to come up with partial old, partial new. They've got to come up with something that's going to work, or we're in a world of trouble. Because that means if you can't come up with something that's going to work, then nothing's going to work. And on that note, let's move on into, I've already picked this card from the Divine Guidance deck. These beautiful cards. Keeping in mind we are going to be in a phase where it's time to discuss what we really believe in, what's important to us, most important to us now. I'm talking about, us, the folks in the States. I'm not sure where those planets would fall in other countries, though. But I think England is already going through something like that. And parts of Europe, too. I think they started first. But anyway, we'll just keep watching the news. This is the card of the Earth Angel. Notice the colors. Pink, that's the color of love. Green is the color of healing. Yellow is the color of communication, ideas. And then we have these little spots of dark green in there. That can be the heart. So it looks like a heart, looks like a ventricle cut from the inside or showing like that. Earth Angel. Oh, and we have number 43. 4 plus 3 equals what? 7. So it's a spiritual card. It's a very spiritual time, but not spiritual as we usually understand it. We don't have angels flying all around us going, "Ooh," blowing horns. No. Those values are going to come through us. Earth Angel. You are truly an Earth Angel. It is time to recognize and honor the beautiful spirit that you are. Once we are incarnated, we forget who and what we truly are. Now is your time to remember. Claim your wings, knowing you really do make a difference in the lives that you touch. You have many loving angelic beings with you to support you on your divine path. Feel safe in allowing yourself to follow the path that you are guided to walk, regardless of what the naysayers have to say. Whatever that path may be, you are ready to spread your wings and fly. Okay? That's number 1. At the bottom of the deck, we have 23, change. And these colors, you see the red and purple? That deals with material matters such as your wealth, your money, your security, your everyday life. Can you see a little bit of pink in there? That black is really purple. Empowerment. Purple is the color of empowerment. So, right about now, it's going to imp your ability to create wealth for yourself, a few dollars here and there, your ability to secure yourself financially, securely, is being empowered. And with that, now, let's see what the dice have to say, or the die has to say. Since we are dealing with Mars in Gemini and the Moon in Gemini conjunct, let's see how that's going to impact the collective. So, I'm going to... What areas of the collective will be impacted by this? What do they call it? The occultation of Mars? And we have, okay. And what is this? Is this 6 or is this 9? This is, oh. And you know it's in opposition to the 9th house, Sagittarius. And look what we have here. 9th house. Put this over here. Saturn in Capricorn. So what this is talking about, this is interesting. Foreign governments. We're going to be looking at foreign governments. We might be looking at immigration. We're definitely going to be looking at how we are organized, how we govern ourselves, how we're being governed. When I say govern yourself, that's what I'm talking about. Your own rules for you, how you what you want, how you behave. We might even be looking at a new way of governing, learning the lessons. And what is so interesting here is that because it's in the ninth house, we might be taking some ideas from the foreign governments as to how to run this one these days. That's deep. That's really, really deep. Saturn in, where did it go? Oh, Capricorn. Okay. Ninth house, Saturn in Capricorn. Huh. Also, we might be looking at, re-looking at immigration. Ninth house Saturn in Capricorn. We can also be looking at how to better utilize higher education. What are the other countries doing? This is all other countries. What are they doing? Because it's almost like we can't do anything on our own. Gosh, when did that happen? And it's interesting. The ninth house talks about higher education, religion. Oh, religious organizations, challenges in religious organizations, lessons to be learned about religious institutions, um, foreign travel, foreign people. What else? What else? What else? Ninth house. Oh yeah, second marriages. Eh. Lessons in second marriages in Capricorn. Okay, so let's. This is gonna be an interesting time. Let's see. The moon will be in Gemini for 3 days, but that effect might last as like for quite some time. That could be up to 3 years. So let's see for the grand collective. What is the impact? What can we expect from the Moon Mars conjunction and eclipse? Moon Mars. Moon Mars conjunction of eclipse, and we're dealing with ninth house issues with Saturn and Capricorn. Capricorn deals with organization, corporations, um, financial independence, financial uh, building, wealth building, discipline. It's an earth sign, so it deals with everything material. Leadership. Okay. So what lessons in leadership? Individual lessons in leadership. That's us. Our own lessons in leadership we're going to be learning. Parenting, fatherhood, that kind of thing. Oh boy. How we raise our munchkins and grand munchkins. So these cards are feeling mighty flimsy here. Trying to feel flimsy. What can the Grand Collective expect from this reading and from Mars conjunct the Moon in Gemini, ninth house, Saturn in Capricorn? Okay, Spirit said that's it. Overall energy. Trying to hold on to what you got. Four of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles. This is about money. I'm hearing a lot of layoffs are coming. A lot. People are, I don't want to say that word. BROKE. A lot of people are going to be missing money. Losing money. That seems to be, that's what's happening in the subconscious. That's happening out here in the world. There is hope. Star. A lot of stars are going to be losing some money too. Celebrities. And a lot of wannabes. Stars. Confidence. Too much confidence maybe. There was a lot of confidence for some in the past and a serious lack of confidence at one time. A lot of Let's just say fun times. Fun times with friends. A lot of money spent on entertainment. And now a decision has to be made. Two of Wands. Are you going to right now you're stable and secure. Right now you're stable and secure. Are you going to take that leap and go out to make more money? Are you going in this direction? Are you going in that direction? Or are you going to just sit on your laurels for a bit? Because something's coming and you see it in the air. And here's judgment, decision to be made. So we have, this is interesting, choice and decision. This is an immediate choice. This might be a decision a decision that's made that's out of your hands. And this is in the present. This is in the future. So let's keep going. Okay. Queen of Pentacles. This could very easily be regarding a Capricorn woman. Or this Queen of Pentacles is the working woman. She's also, not only is she working out in the corporation and the agency for the government, she works at home. She's the manager. She's the organizer. This person works. Okay? Material things are very, very important to her because she can't live without them. And that's square business. That's for real. Who can eat without having the money to go to get the groceries? So many people are worried about cooking. Cooking what when there's no food? This lady makes sure that there's going to be the money and there's going to be the food. This is the mentality. Right now, some information is coming out to the public that can be very disconcerting, but we have to deal with it. It's probably going back, I was reading this morning, back to the food, the supply lines again. I'm truly in the belief now, this isn't psychic, that we're going to have to go back to our regional ways. Do you remember a few years back, when macrobiotics came out, the macrobiotic recipes, when they were saying that it would be healthier for people to eat from the regions in which they live instead of eating food that had been shipped from across country. Remember that? I truly believe that we're going back to those days where if you can hop in the car and drive down to the farmer's market an hour or hour and a half away, that's where you're going to get your veggies and your fruits. And if you can go to the slaughterhouse at the edge of town, that's where you're going to get your meats, your poultry. And if you drive a little further to the coast, you can get or you can have shipped to you fresh seafood. I think that's what we're going to have to do. I really do. But we'll see. Let's keep watching the news. Because look at this. The truth is coming out and decisions will have to be made. These are huge. These decisions are huge. And so is this truth. Okay? And this is in now position. Some will be fearful because they won't know which way to turn, watch the news. Talk to some older folks. If you have grandparents who are still living, or people you know down south, farmers, talk to them. Because I'm going to tell you something. And watch some of these YouTube's channels run by the farmers. Lead the Farmer. What is the one? Granny Karma. These people have been preparing for months, if not years, and have been warning us about what's happening with the food and the water. And the water. Check them out, because I'm going to. and prepare. You don't wait. This is not the time when you can wait for something to happen, wait to run out of food, and think you're going to run up here to the local church and they'll have food for you. That's not a guarantee anymore. So you might want to get an arrow garden. I know I still haven't gotten mine yet. Um, Start taking some seeds and putting them in some styrofoam cups or some cups and add water. Start growing your own veggies. Now is the time. Sovereignty, the emperor. You have to be your own emperor now. Aries energy, which is Martian also. Okay. We have separation. Mm. Separation from, there's a decision to be separated. See? Separated from love, separated from being cared for. Now you look at this and you tell me what this is. Okay, how did I have it first? This was here first. There's a decision to separate. Now the Ace of Cups basically are seeds planted or new loves. There's a basic separation. The decision has been made to separate from that. Yeah, it still seems. I tried rearranging the cards, and it says the same thing. Okay. Huh. So, in other words, what they're saying now is you're on your own because nobody cares. So you're going to have to sustain yourself. You can learn it quickly. Mental challenge, disruption. I bet you it's disrupting the supply lines. I bet you. That's also Aries energy. Emotional challenge, being ruined. Outcome, some people will have to move on, and some people will have to move. At the bottom of the deck, it's time to start. Look at this. People have planted seeds and are looking to their future. Some people think they're going contracts and licensing, but there have been secret arrangements, and someone has questions. This is the perfect Mars moon in Gemini. This is the perfect symbol for it, the Knight of Swords. Do you see him coming in? He has questions. He wants answers now. And with all that intensity, no guarantee he's going to get an answer at all. And look at this. Now this is at the bottom of the deck. Hold on. Folks, I think child support is going to be hit hard. Or what do you call it? Used to be aid for dependent children. Not child support. Child support comes from the father. Okay, let's remember we're reading backwards. We're reading right from the right to the. Well, shucks. We'll get it together here. Okay. All right. We have the child here, Page of Cups. We have the mother here. Okay. And in between, we have the youth. This is the fool is the youth, foolish children. We have new beginnings, financial, and we have the moon, moon in Gemini. This is also telling me there's going to be a whole lot of discussion regarding mothers and children. Mothers and children. And money. This to me looks like it's on the welfare system or some type of assistance to children. It's going to be impacted or at least discussed. It could be a program. Here's an offer. The Knight of Cups. It's not going to be enough. Yeah, it'll be something, but not enough. We have everybody down here except the King. Where's the King of Cups? Queen of Cups. Page of Cups. Knight of Cups. Ooh. Remember when I said there might be a program for the mothers and children? It very well may be retired. Four of Swords. And here we have, they're going to throw the burdens back on the corporate structure, the fathers. This is Capricorn energy. Yo, we have Capricorn. Yeah, this is the Saturn lessons. It's like, it's going to be a struggle. It's going to be a struggle. But this, even the devil, not looking at the devil as anything bad, it's Capricorn energy in this case. The energy of the father. Regarding the children. Mm-hmm. Especially those in three-way situations who've left the situation. Here we have the lovers. Oops. Put that back there. Yeah. So these folks in these multiple relationships are going to catch hell. Nick Cannon is in big trouble. He thinks he's sick now. He's going to be in big trouble because, this feels like they're going to put something in place. Or maybe it's going to be a discussion. Well, if they're going to talk about it, I'm talking about the government putting something in place here that's going to take the weight off of them, off the government to sustain or add some assistance to single parents. They're going to throw that right on the fathers, throw it back on the fathers. So they'll be doing less. The government will be doing a lot less. The fathers will be paying a lot more. A lot more. This is interesting. So this is going to be what's up for discussion here. How are we going to solve our single parent problem, our single mother problem? Because it's costing the government too much. And one option is to retire the program. The other option is to put more weight on the responsibility on the fathers. Where's the cards? And here they're going to be re-emphasizing marriage. In Indonesia, as of yesterday. See, this is why it's important to watch international news. Now, I'm not saying they'll do it here. In Indonesia, as of yesterday, you cannot have sex if you're single. If they catch you, and yes, those people will watch you. They have people on the street. The person you're sitting next to in the restaurant, in the next booth in the restaurant, the waiters, the people walking up and down the street, especially the females, they're watching you to see if you're lovers for any public displays of affection. If they find out that you are not married to whomever you're with and you're having sex with them, that is 1 year in jail for the both of you, and they are not playing at all. At all. And wow. So what we have here, okay, that makes sense. This ninth house, Saturn and Capricorn, lessons in fatherhood, lessons in parenthood. They're going to be very pronounced. It's going back to the core values. Okay, so that's that. Let's see if we can get any, was it 30 minutes in? And they will be promoting marriage over here. I don't think they're going to do anything with laws and like force you to, but they will be promoting it heavily. Huh. Well, how about getting some of these men some jobs if you're going to promote marriage? That's interesting. Hmm. Any questions? I've been married, but I don't have any small children anymore. All you younger folks, you younger, look out. It looks like it's coming. At least the discussions. Maybe you need to get in on some of these discussions to make sure they don't come up with anything to do you harm because you cannot legislate morals. Excuse me. Do I want to do a love reading? How about a little bit of a love reading? I'm not trying to be funny or facetious. I just want to leave on an up note, yeah, a brighter note. Hold on a second. That's kind of heavy. The concept of somebody forcing you into marriage. Hold on a second. Hey, I need to work on that. Oof, that kind of messed with me. But I'm not. I would love to go to Bali. I can go by myself. I can go by myself. Okay. So let's do a love reading for the collective. Calm everybody's nerves. Ooh. But there is going to be a discussion, so that's a problem. hmm Children without fathers, women without or spouses, parents without partners. That used to be an organization. Is it still in existence? Yeah, that's going to be addressed. Okay, what's love life look like? What messages? This is the romance oracles. What messages are there for the collective? Yeah, let's do the Celtic spread. hmm hmm One more. Oh, tarot team says one more shuffle. Okay, and take it from the top. Okay, thank you. What other top? Take it from the top. Well, this is the top. The other top. Is this good? That's good. Okay. Overall, flirt a little. So the overall energy is being quite flirtatious. Yeah, passion and trust. Whoa. So I'm not saying going out here and be a flaming idiot, but go out and have a little flirtation, have a little fun. In the past, you were paying attention to the red flags. Good, you learned that one. And there's some of you have romantic feelings about someone. That's good to know. Others of you are going to be put in positions where your family issues are going to be exposed. And they're going to be exposed by the way you express yourself within the relationships you already have, or you're going to slip up and say something to the new person and they're going to walk away from you. And then you'll realize it's you, the new person. If you have to get in therapy now before you, like I said, you learn a lot about a person by just listening. They tell themselves every time. Let your friends help you. Therapists, coaches are also included in this. Finance and career is a problem or issue to talk about. You deserve love. That tells me right there, no self-care going on, no self-love going on. For some of you, not all of you, come on now. But for those of you who have not loved yourself today, have not done any self-care, uh, think that you are going after people or you like people that you're not worthy of, uh, people who think they're less than attractive when they are super attractive, yeah, it's time to talk to that friend, that coach, that therapist, because what is happening is those feelings of unworthiness that you could have inherited from your family through the genes epigenesis, they're showing and they're creating havoc in your relationships. Separation. Get thee to a therapist so you can learn how to express your love. Express it to yourself first. Because I'm telling you, this new love, yeah, have fun, playful. This new love is coming around and they're dead serious and they don't want any idiots. They don't want anybody afraid to love. They don't want anybody who cannot accept love. They don't want anybody around them who does not believe in love. They're not they're not going to tolerate that. They have too much love in their lives to settle for someone who can't uh, meet them at the point where they are. Not halfway, at the point where they are. You stay optimistic about your love. It's very difficult for some of you. I know because it's a love. Relationships are a job, honey. Don't let anybody tell you any different. And now here is weddings. Yeah, marriage. Marriage is going to be an issue. It's going to be a bigger issue than any of us thought. And some people want to call in your soulmate. When you call in your soulmate, let me say this about that. Find some room for these cards. When you call, what are you talking about? Hold on a second. Oh, yeah. Bottom of the deck, deception and honeymoon. This talks about those fake trips. You ever meet anybody who takes you on a trip and you think you met the one and only to find out you were there for the duration of the trip? Now they've lost your number. That kind of mess. Calling in your soulmate is a process. It is a spiritual process. I don't know if they do it in church or not, but I know in some spiritual groups it is taught. And one of the first things you do to call in your soulmate is to heal your family issues. Therapy, coaching, chanting, visualization, and manifestation. It's not about making a list of the qualities you want in a mate. It's about clearing yourself out, getting the negativity that you have. At least you're not going to get it out 100%, but you'll have enough of it out of you. You'll have changed enough, transmuted enough of that energy so that this will bring you a higher grade of person. Okay? So far, it's normal. Looks good. It looks good. We are not babes lost in the woods. We can handle whatever is coming our way. The only thing you need is the information to handle it with. And on that note, I think we're pretty cool. Earth angels. Grand Madam, she loves you.